Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In today's Zoom class, we have discussed the strength of acids and bases, which are on page number 30 and 31. First of all, let me remind what is an acid. Acid is a chemical substance which releases H positive ion when dissolved in aqueous medium. Aqueous medium means water, and we can call the H positive ion as proton. It means that a chemical substance, when it is dissolved in water and it gives H positive ion, such type of chemical substance is called the acid. There are two types of acids on the basis of strength, the strong acids and the weak acids. And let me look at the factors on which the acidic strength depends. First of all, the stronger an acid is, the more easily it loses a proton. Fine. Means to say that whenever there is a larger number of proton given out by an acid, or we can say the complete ionization, when the acid is ionized, so it completely dissociates into aqueous medium and gives maximum number of H positive ion. And this loss of proton depends upon two factors. Means to say that the two factors are important for the loss of proton from a substance or a molecule. Number one is the polarity of Ha. We have discussed in the previous lectures that we generally represent the molecule, the acidic molecule, with Ha. And the second factor is the size of the atom A. A is any electronegative element, which determines the strength of the Ha bond. Fine. And acidic strength also depends on the stability of the conjugate base. Polarity of Ha, or we can also represent the molecule as Hx. So increasing the polarity of an Hx bond increases the strength of an acid. And what is the reason behind this? When the shared pair of electron, you can see that there is a covalent bond between the hydrogen and the X. Fine. It is any electronegative element. X is any electronegative element. When the shared electron in an Hx bond spend most of their time close to the X atom, the bond becomes polar. And polar bonds become weaker when we are discussing it on the basis of ionization. So it is easier for the proton to leave the molecule, so the compound becomes more acidic. Second thing was the size of the atom A. If the size of the atom A or X, any electronegative element we have represented with A or X, is larger, so the H positive can easily leave the molecule. Such type of molecule will be strong, as it will completely ionize in aqueous medium and vice versa. For example, we have taken the Hi. I belongs to group 7, and it is the second last member of group 7. And you know that when we move down the group in from top to bottom in a group of periodic table, the size increases. Fluorine is the topmost. It is the smallest atom. So when the H positive joins with the F, fluorine, so due to the size of fluorine, the bond becomes very much stronger, and it is difficult to break. It means that the ionization is slightly impossible, and whenever there is no ionization, it means that the acidic strength will decreases. While move towards the iodine is having a larger atomic size, and due to the larger atomic size, the hold of the nucleus on the H positive proton is lesser. The bond becomes weaker, and as the bond becomes weaker, so means that ionization becomes stronger. Easy ionization will occur over here, and easy ionization means that Hi is a stronger acid than Hf, because of the size of F is so small, and it is difficult to remove H positive, while I is larger in size. Strong acids are those acids which ionizes completely in an aqueous solution. These type of acids gives a higher concentration. Concentration means amount or number of H positive ion. It means that जितना इनके पास H positive का amount होगा, वो सारे का सारा 100% आयोनाइज होके सेपरेट आउट हो जाएगा. A strong acid is a strong electrolyte. They can easily conduct electric current because they completely ionizes. And such type of reaction is shown by a single arrow. For example, hydrochloric acid is a strong acid because when hydrochloric acid is added into the water, all the molecules of HCl are dissociated completely into H positive and Cl negative ions. HCl in aqua medium. Aqua means water. Dissolved in water, so it gives H positive and Cl negative ions. There are certain other strong acids. For example, we have hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, and perchloric acid. These are the strong acids. Come towards the weaker acids. So the weak acid which do not completely dissociate in aqueous solution, definitely it is the opposite of strong acid, so they will give lower concentration of H positive ion. They are shown by the double arrows. For example, acetic acid, the vinegar acid, it is a weaker acid. When it is dissolved in water, so you can see that its dissociation is partial. H positive is removed, but due to the strength of this conjugate base, CH3COO negative becomes the conjugate base, so it will easily attract the other one, H positive. CH3COO negative is a bulky ion. It will easily attract the H positive, or you can say due to the electronegativity difference of oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen will leave the hydrogen, but again in the opposite reaction, as soon as they are formed, they will rejoin again and to form the CH3COOH. The double arrows show that this reaction is proceeding in the two direction. Half-headed means half the reaction. In the reaction mixture, we have half amount of the products and half amount of the reactants. Some of the other weaker acids are nitrous acid, sulfurous acid, carbonic acid, phosphoric acid, and propanoic acid. When these ionize, so their ionization is partial. Like for example, sulfurous acid, when it ionizes, it will give us H positive plus HSO3 minus. Some of H still remains with the SO3, and in the reverse reaction, the leftover H positive will recombine with it and H2SO3 will be formed again. There are certain other types of acids on the basis of origin, from where it has taken, from where it is formed. First one is the mineral acids and the second one are the organic acids. Mineral acids are also called the inorganic acid, and as the name is indicating, they are derived from the inorganic compounds that dissociate to produce. Still they will have a hydrogen ion, but their origin is inorganic. They are not necessarily containing the carbon and hydrogen. For example, hydrochloric acid, hydrobromic acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, and carbonic acid. These are mineral acids. Organic acids are those acids which are obtained from the living sources. Essentially, they contain the carbon and hydrogen, as the term organic indicates that carbon and hydrogen are the must. So, formic acid, you know it very well that it is found in the insects. Acetic acid is contained in the vinegar, and propanoic acid is also organic in nature because it contains carbon and hydrogen both. Look at the differences between the mineral acid and the organic acid. Mineral acids are inorganic compounds having acidic properties, while organic compounds are acids are organic compounds having acidic properties. Fine. Mineral acid do not essentially contain carbon and hydrogen, while organic will contain carbon and hydrogen. They are derived from mineral sources and they are derived from the biological sources. Mineral acids are well soluble in water, while the organic are poor soluble in in water. So they will be definitely soluble in organic solvents like benzene, etc. Come towards the base. Base is a chemical substance which releases OH negative ion when dissolved in aqueous medium. There are two types of bases, strong base and the weak base. Strong bases completely dissociate into aqueous medium, give higher concentration of the OH negative ion shown with a single arrow. For example, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide and lithium hydroxide. You can see we have written it with a single arrow. Water is put it because it is a medium. Aqua medium, AQ shows the aqua medium, and ions are only found in the aqueous medium, not in the solid state. Then weaker bases are those bases which do not dissociate completely in an aqueous medium and they give lower concentration of OH negative ion. They are shown with the double arrow, for example NH4OH, calcium hydroxide and aluminum hydroxide.